Hey YouTube, I hope that everyone is having a really good day today. It is Alan here again, and today I am back with another YouTube video. And as you guys can tell from the titling, I was going to talk to everyone about why gay men tend to stay single so often. So this is a topic that is near and dear to me and my friends, and it's something that recently I've been doing a lot of research on because I feel like there's so many good gay men that tend to stay single, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I hate the question when people are like, oh, you're so good looking and you're young, like why are you single? And sometimes even myself, like I'll ask myself, like what is wrong with me, or like what is the reason why so many gay men are single? So I did some research and I came up with some reasons that I personally think gay men stay single, and I fall into some of these categories. So yeah, shut up, bird. Um, so yeah, today I'm going to give you guys my top reasons why I think gay men stay single, and my reasoning number one is just the fact that the percentage of the gay men there are in the United States is super low. We just don't have as many men to choose from as the average person. So I made this little drawing. Don't talk shit, okay? Because I'm not an artist, okay? So pretty much over here, this right here goes to show you all of the straight men in the world. This over here is all of the straight women in the world. And then right here down at the bottom leaves us with the LGBTQ community in the United States of America, which is 8.2% of the population in the US. But the pool of people gets even smaller because you have to divide that because you are a gay man and you can't date everybody in the LGBTQ community. So it minimizes your percentage from 8.2 to roughly 4% of the population in the US. So it makes it even harder. And that's one of those things that I kind of have realized, and I'm like, gosh, like this is something that that makes it harder. And even when you are gay, that doesn't necessarily mean you can get into a substantial relationship with another gay guy. Like when you're a straight guy and a straight girl, you guys can work. But as gay people, we have to also have to factor in if we're sexually compatible. And I don't want to make this video about sex because I know that it can get into that direction, but you also have to make sure that you guys are sexually compatible. And that goes into my reasoning number two, which is there's so much more of the submissive type from my experience when it comes to gay guys. And everybody is looking for that dominant type. There's probably going to be less of that. So that's going to hinder your chances of finding a relationship. And that's also not something that straight people have to worry about. If you're a guy and you're a girl, you're going to work. And this is also another reason why I think lesbian relationships have that upper hand over gay relationships, because you don't have to worry if you're a top or a bottom when it comes to being a lesbian. You are accepted if you're butch, you're accepted if you're feminine. You guys have the same parts. You don't have to really like worry about if you guys can be sexually compatible. But unfortunately, that's something gay men have to worry about, and that's something we have to factor in. So that's going to decrease our chances of finding a relationship. So when people say things like, oh, there's 7 billion people out there, why are you going to worry over the same person? Well, the reason why is because there's 4% of the population that I can choose from, and then it's shortened even smaller than that. So it's just something that you have to kind of take into consideration when you are dating. And this video is not to discourage anybody. If anything, I'm saying it just to give people knowledge on why it's so much harder for the average gay man to find a relationship. And yeah. And then reasoning number three, from what I've noticed, is people nowadays just have such unrealistic expectations. For example, I have a friend of mine that I went to high school with. He's still my friend, and the guy lives with his mom. The guy takes public transportation. The guy is probably 250 to 300 pounds, and he will not settle with anybody shorter than 6'2". That's a dominant type of guy. That's white. He has to be white, and he has to have money. And this is one of those things where when I look at him, I'm like, you know what, we have to kind of take it down a notch and be a little bit more realistic when it comes to dating, because you can want things and it's good to want it, but what it sounds like is like a unicorn. So just take it easy when it comes to your expectations. For example, like I look at myself and I'll judge myself as a 7. So when I go to date somebody, I will want like a 6, a 7, or an 8. Usually I don't really want a 9 because I don't want to be like the ugly one in a relationship. And I gotta like I know my flaws. Like I have a receding hairline. Like I don't have the best body as a gay guy. Like there's things that I'm judged as, so I weigh that in when I'm dating. So yeah. And then reasoning number 4. It's people are just trying to have fun, and it's just really as simple as that. It's really hard to get into a relationship when you're always just having fun and you want to be promiscuous. This is something that I am totally guilty for. So I know I don't want to get into a relationship because I like having fun. I like knowing that if I go on a vacation with my friends, that I can act however I want. I don't have to worry about like somebody being at home. I don't have to worry about like doing something wrong. So people are just having fun nowadays, especially when you're younger and you're in your 20s. It's so common to want to have fun, and there's not anything wrong with that if you're taking care of your body and you're doing like having safe sex. So yeah, people are just having fun. And then reasoning number 5 is emotional issues. So this is a tough one because a lot of us, just the fact that we are gay, we are going to deal with we're going to deal with more issues than the average person wouldn't have to deal with, from depression to anxiety to like just a bunch of insecurities that the normal person wouldn't have to go through, acceptance, the list goes on and on, body shaming. So when it comes to dating, I believe when you don't really have like a strong foundation and you haven't healed yourself correctly, then getting into a relationship with somebody is not going to be successful because you don't really have a solid foundation to work off of. And we already have so many things against us for us to not be in a relationship, from the amount of gay men to all the reasons that I just told you. So it's even more important for us to be emotionally stable because we already have so many less men to work with than the average person does. So yeah, these are just a couple of the reasons why I think gay men stay single. And I know I'm coming up with all of these random videos and all these random topics, but I'm not sure if I want to create a podcast. I don't know like what direction I want to go into. So until then, I'm just going to keep updating videos here on YouTube. But if you guys have any other suggestions, or you guys know of any other reasons why gay men stay single, feel free to put it in the comment linked below. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.